Hello, my friends. Hello. Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways. Yeah, I bet you can't guess where I am. Yeah, no, I'm not in Siam. Guess where I am. All right, so anyway, the reason I'm in here is it's been getting down into the 20s and 30s every night. Cold, chilly outside. And baby, it's cold outside. Anyway, came back in here and checked things out earlier. Yep, still got tomatoes growing. Yep, still got ripening tomatoes. Yep, got tomatoes everywhere. Isn't that something? Here we are, 9 days before Christmas, and I've got tomatoes to pick. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I'll take that one right there, and maybe these two down here. Yeah, and maybe a few fallen cherries to munch on. Is that a good idea, everybody? What do you think? Yeah, put those right there in that pocket, the one with the hole in it, so I can seed the compound as I walk across it. Yeah, that probably will be what happens too. As long as the dogs don't sniff them, they like tomatoes too. So, even with the freezing temperatures at night, I still got tomatoes. That's amazing. And carrots. I've had a few of these carrots. They're really good. I pull them as I need them. I got greens over there too. I pull it as I need them. And my citrus trees and that stuff, the apple trees are going dormant right now. They'll come back when the weather warms. But yeah, even that air layer I did off of the other tree is still from the quince. It's still got leaves on it, and they're starting to yellow and fall off, go dormant. But that one's definitely going to be a rootstock for apples and pears. Apples and pears, apples and pears. Yeah. So, with that being said, let me work my way out of here. Yep, onions are still coming up. Onions. And this head of cabbage here wasn't doing much, so that's going to go into the chicken coop as I walk past it, as we head up to go to the next section of this video. Get that locked up. And I got 2 dogs today. I got Susie Q and Doggy Daddy are the only 2 here. They were the ones that showed up for breakfast. Patches and Diogi and Little Girl are all off wandering somewhere. And who knows? Now, that grower's place over there has been pretty empty for a couple of months now. This morning there was a water truck there. And then a little while ago, I heard loud music playing. So somebody's over there right now. Maybe came for the holidays. But I'll have to keep my eyes open for what's going on there. All right, chicks. Have yourself some greens. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. All right. Let's move on down the road. No, we're going up the road. Move on up the road. All right, Wiz. Good tomato. All right. So, remember I had a bunch of cardboard boxes folded up here from the dog food that Marilyn sent me. And I had to get those away because there's a chance of rain coming for Sunday night, Monday, and Tuesday, and still projected possible for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I hope I get something. They said it's not going to be much rain. It's maybe a quarter inch, if anything. But then another app on the phone said 2 storms coming. The first one is going to be really light, but the second one's going to bring heavy rain with an atmospheric river. So go figure. Who knows what they're talking about anyway, right? And they don't converse with the geoengineers, so how do they know what's going to happen with the weather? So that's where I put the boxes up there. I moved my foam padding over. And that foam padding is actually, I've got a, what do they call those? A fold-a-bed things that's in a sofa bed. And the mattress on the sofa bed, those are never comfortable. So I put that foam rubber under the mattress to cushion against the springs so they don't go up through the mattress and hurt your back overnight. So it works pretty good. All right. So let's see, what else did I do in here? Oh yeah, I made some tools. This thing right here, you know what this thing is? No, it's not just a piece of metal. It's a hold down. And what's a hold down? Well, sometimes you're drilling stuff on the drill press. If it's something like a piece of sheet metal like this, you put it on there and you go to drill it, and you try to hold that with your hands. If the drill bit catches it, it's going to spin around like a knife and slice your hands to bits. So this thing comes up, it fits through the slots in the table in the bed there, and there's a piece of T-metal on the bottom that can be adjusted to wherever you need it. But let's see, there it is. So we'll put that in there and give it a little turn so that it's 90 degrees to the slot. And then, this is hard to do one-handed, you know. Then, once you got it in there, let's see if I can do this two-handed. Are you getting a good look at the drill press? There, now I got it in place. So now, all I have to do is press down on this end of it, and you see that metal no longer is flopping around. So now I can drill it without it slicing my hand open. If it slips, all I can do is hit the metal. But it usually won't slip if you're pressing down on it nice and hard here. I made one for this drill press and one for the other drill press in the garage. So I got one at each drill press. And if I need to get it out of the way, I can. Because I've got these other vise holders here. I could also put the bolts through the holes here and bolt it down so it doesn't move if I'm getting a little bit more precise on the stuff that I'm drilling. But I don't do much of that anymore. I used to do it when I was in business, but now building stuff for the homestead, you know, if the nail goes in a 1/16 off from where you originally hoped it would go in, it doesn't matter. It still holds the item together. And, you know, you don't have to worry about how that looks. So, did that. And, of course, I also moved my come-along. I put a hook in over there and took it off of this hook, which was hanging right in front of my board. And I cleaned my board, and this is what I used to clean it. It comes right off with that. Nice, shiny, clean board, and it dries quickly, so there's no waiting. You can go right to it right away. And since this is already more than halfway through December, I figured, what the heck, I'm not going to put December up on there. I'll wait and put January up. And we'll start a new year. And by the way, 2024 is leap year. So there is 29 days in February. Well, that was a good question that just asked to say, all right, everybody, how many months have 28 days in them? And everybody will go, February. No, you idiot. All of them have 28 days. All right. So that's done. I didn't light the heater in here today because I waited until 10:30 before I came out today, and it was already warm enough I didn't need a heater. And I'm going to close up shop here, so I'm not going to be out here any longer. Now over here, with my hold down tool, I got it set up like that so that I can slip it in and then turn it and press down, and I got my hold down tool here. But I also put, come on, first I couldn't get it to hold, and now it wants to hold every time. So I put a nail in right there by the drill press so that I can hang it right there, and it's always right where I need it, nice and handy. That's cool. And I'm going to be cleaning this mess up here pretty soon as I get going. Now I've got some more of these spindles around somewhere that go to this unit, and I've got to get them out here. And then I'll probably put a board on the wall there where I can insert them all so I know where they are when I need them. Because right now, if I needed one, I couldn't tell you where I was going to get it from. All right. I'm also going to get my little rake out of the garden next time I'm down that way and rake this area up, clean it up a little bit, get rid of the spills that I have. This is working great. I'm sorry about part 2 yesterday being sideways. And that was probably because I started with holding my phone like this so that it was a horizontal picture. But then as I turned to look in the side, I turned the unit, which would have switched the video to being an upright video. But when I turned back, it was sideways. So, if that makes sense to you. So, with that being said, I'm going to close this off, head in the house. Say it's almost 62 degrees in here. Low humidity. So, we'll see what happens, see if the rain comes. Anybody want to lay a wager on whether it rains or not? Thanks for joining me, everybody. Don't forget your thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Comments down at the bottom. Questions down at the bottom. This is G Bear signing off.